Ten,
Standby to take studio.
7, 6,
Standby
5,
camera 1, mics 1 and 2.
3, 2, 1.
Take studio.
Hello and welcome back to the 32nd season of MCTV News. I'm your host, Elizabeth Nelson.
And I'm Suvan. On today's show, Sebastian Spila brings us a look at the MCHS esports team. Letourneau heads us down to the band room to give us an expert invoice on the Band 9 class. My co-host and I give a brighter insight into what MCHS really offers with our open house video. Weppler informs us on the club volleyball team based in St. Albert. Meade shows us what the enterprise and innovation class is all about, and Stevenson hits the ball with his report on the virtual golf center. But first, here's our top story.
This year, MCHS welcomed our first ever esports team. Coached by Mr. Baudouin, students compete against schools across the province on virtual multiplayer games. This year, students have chosen to compete playing the online game Rocket League. Reporter Sebastian Spila gives us an inside look into this new team.
MCHS has just introduced a brand new sports team, but the sport is no ordinary sport. It has the students competing digitally. The new esports team is an attempt to give the students who don't participate in any other sports to still participate in a school sport to show their school pride. Mr. Pohl will say more.
I just have a passion for gaming. I grew up with games. I think they have a bit of a bad rap, and I wanted to kind of show how they could be great. And I also noticed a need within some of our student population, some kids who didn't necessarily do the fine arts thing. They didn't do the play, they didn't do musicals, they didn't do band. They also weren't into the sports. They weren't doing the basketball, and I felt like those kids need a connection to their school as well.
Rocket League was mentioned over the announcements, and I'm like, hey, I play Rocket League. My friends play Rocket League. I can go play Rocket League too.
Rocket League is a free, popular vehicular soccer video game developed by Physonic, where players control rocket-powered cars to hit a giant ball into the opponent's goal. It features a fast-paced, physics-based gameplay with modes ranging from 1v1 to 4v4.
It's really awesome. We're playing as part of the Alberta Esports Scholastic League, which is a fairly new league. I believe this is only the second year that they had this league active. And we are participating against, there are 15 teams in total, and we have 2 teams in 2 separate pools.
It has to be like how fast the game moves. It doesn't let you have time to think, which I think is actually an advantage, if that makes sense. Because like everything just happens so quick, you don't need to overthink things. It happens right away.
You might not think that this program teaches you about important life skills like communication skills, how to work as a team, how to deal with stress under a lot of pressure. Mr. Bundaway is hoping that the kids take a lot more away from this program than just being able to play video games, and actually can use some of the skills that they learned in this program to help them with their future employment.
Going back to the quick thinking, like you need split-second reaction time. There could be something that happens on the job site or something that you just need to react to fast and everything. And communication is another very important part of this actually as well.
Like you get a new job, you're looking for mentors. You're looking for people who are better than you at what you do to learn from them and to grow. So I think that, along with the relationship building, makes it really good for students. And I think they also have a certain level of, they grow in their confidence as well. It's a way to grow confidence and that sense of belonging and feeling like, I have this skill and I'm good at it.
This esports team has already proven to be very successful, but Mr. Floodaway is hoping to get even more students to join next year. For MCTV News, this is Sebastian Spila reporting.
Welcome back. Last week, the weather in Morinville was well above average, but over the last few days, more normal temperatures for March have crept in. Here to see what the next 7 days has in store is our MCTV meteorologist, Elizabeth Nelson.
Kara. Taking a look over on the western half of Canada, we have a -11 with some sun and snow over in Whitehorse. Then we have some sun and cloud at -15 in Yellowknife. Warming up as we move a little bit more south into Vancouver with some clouds and rain. Over in Regina, we have a +9 with some sun and clouds. And then Winnipeg, we're getting a little bit chilly with a -9 with some snow. And then taking a look over onto our east coast, we've got Toronto at -3 with some sun and clouds. We have Montreal at -5 with some sun and snow. And then over in Halifax, it's getting a little chilly with some rain. We've got 13 degrees with some thunderstorms. And then as well, St. John's, we have at 11 with some rain. And then over up in Iqaluit north, we're at -23 degrees with lots of snow. Let's take a look at our provincial forecast. Awesome. Okay, looking up north at high level, we are looking at -9, -3 at Fort McMurray, 10 at Grand Prairie, and then here in Edmonton, we're looking at some sun and clouds at 13 degrees. Red Deer, we're looking at 14. Jasper, we're looking with some rain at 7 degrees, as well as Banff at 8 degrees with some rain. Calgary, we're looking at a lovely 18 degrees with some sun and clouds. And then Medicine Hat, we're also looking at 18. Let's take a look at our current conditions. Right now, we are sitting at a brisk 10 degrees with our humidity at 63%. And then our sunrise is super late, and then our sunset is super early. And then let's take a look at our weekly forecast. Awesome. So looking at our week, we are warm right now, but we're going to be getting a little bit more chilly. So definitely be grabbing our jackets and some hats. Back to you, Kara.
Thanks, Liz. Coming up next, reporter Bo Letourneau brings us a look at the grade 9 band program here at MCHS. He chatted with students as well as teacher Mr. James White to see why this option class is so popular.
In September 2024, the MCHS band program took on a new leader, Mr. James White. He has taken on a huge new role. This year, his goal was to re-establish a grade 9 band program. Mr. White claims that band kids are in a league of their own and have made a great community.
I think that band kids are built different. I think the commitment they have, you know, to not just their education, but to music and to the skills which they're developing for playing instruments. I think that just like any other community in the school for like drama and phys ed, sports and things like that, I think that band kids are like that. They can build a community together. But I think band is they're weirder and crazier than everyone else. You know, yeah, they're a special bunch. I love them.
Me personally and some of my friends in the band, you know, sometimes when I play the piano as well. So sometimes before recitals or something, I feel a little bit tense. But in band, I can rely on my teamwork and my band students around me that they can lift me up if I'm having struggles. So not much tense there, feeling pretty relaxed.
As a team, growing musically is listening to each other. And I think that's one of the skills which, especially as you move into high school, we're really focusing on developing is your ability to not just stare at a music, you know, sheet and like play the notes and get all stressed and stuff, but the ability to listen to how you sound in the ensemble, in the team, right? And so you have to develop the skills not just to be able to do what you're doing, but to hear how it fits into the whole and how we all create this beautiful picture together. And so the ability to listen, balance, dynamics, all those things which we've worked on individually up to this point, you know, in junior high, now we're working on as an ensemble together, being able to make one cohesive, beautiful, round sound as a unit, as a squad.
Mr. James White has worked really hard to grow each student's confidence in themselves and to improve towards being a well-polished band. The ability to adjust accordingly is crucial in band. Signing off, this is Bo Letourneau for MCTV News.
Here are your school announcements for Tuesday, March 17th. Interested in attending Canada's largest gaming expo held annually at the Edmonton Expo Centre? On June 19th to 21st, you would have the opportunity to experience a variety of games, board games, esports, and celebrity guests. This year, by attending the Upload at Norquest College on May 2nd, you will be eligible for GameCon passes. The QR code for registration is located on the Graphics Lab door in CTS. Want to spruce up your resume? The town of Morinville is searching for volunteers. Connect with Mrs. Suda over in Student Services to complete an application form to participate in diverse volunteer opportunities. This is an excellent way to get hands-on experience and boost your resume. Friday, March 20th is MCHS's annual Rock Your Socks. Each year, MCHS celebrates World Down Syndrome Day by wearing our most colorful, bold, and mismatched socks to raise awareness, start conversation, and support people with Down syndrome. This year's World Down Syndrome theme is Together Against Loneliness. Let's stand together, wear our socks, and foster inclusion here at MCHS. For these and all other school information, keep connected by listening to the daily announcements, logging on to the school's website at www.mchs.gsacred.ab.ca, or by following the school on Facebook, Twitter/X, or Instagram. As well, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel by searching MCTV Morinville.
Speaking on the topic of MCHS, Liz and myself give a humorous and informative video on the possibilities here at our school by following the day in the life of a student.
School is so boring.
Hey, school isn't boring. You just haven't explored what MCHS has to offer yet.
Yeah, MCHS has many extracurricular activities and options ranging from arts, technology, and sports. Here, let us show you.
Yeah, just walking down these hallways, it's clear that MCHS has so much to offer.
Hey, even take a look inside of our lab.
Hey, take a look at the urban ag room.
Urban Agriculture is a high school hands-on course where students learn how to grow food sustainably by exploring gardening, greenhouse work, soil health, composting, and basics of local food systems.
Look at our arts featured right in the center of our building. Right now, our drama program is working on our upcoming musical, Shrek.
Further elaborating on MCHS's arts, let's take a look at our art room full of creations from students. In the art room, students are encouraged to think creatively, exploring mediums such as painting, sculptures, and even drawing.
Here in our band room, students learn to play a variety of instruments and perform on and off campus. 1, 2. These are so cool.
There's a lot of opportunities for the arts. What about career technologies?
Come on! Down this hallway, you'll find our graphics lab. This is where our Comtech, media, and computer science courses live and breathe. Hung around the room are many student creations displaying the vast possibilities achieved here in the graphics lab.
Wow, that was a really cool class. Are there any other tech-related classes?
Hey, follow me! In MCTV, students create a TV show that is then posted on YouTube. Yeah, MCTV is so fun. They give you all this equipment and you can produce your own reports.
Where do those steers lead?
Up here, you can find our Gaming Opportunities and Responsibilities 9.
Also in our Learning Commons, you'll find our Fashions room. In here, students complete projects ranging from sports jackets to ribbon skirts.
What about down there?
Here, follow me.
In the construction lab, students learn to understand joinery, carpentry, and even welding.
In here, you'll find our cosmetology salon.
Here in our foods lab, we have 10 kitchens, an industrial-sized freezer, and a huge pizza oven.
Delicious. What are they saying?
Oh! Hola, estudiantes!
Spanish is over there.
Hey, what's student council?
Council is a group of dedicated student leaders who work to make the school a more welcoming, spirited, and community-minded place. They focus on social justice initiatives, organize volunteer projects, and bring the school together through fun theme days and seasonal activities. Student Council helps create a positive and connected school environment for everyone.
At MCHS, we celebrate diversity, whether it's through language or culture. Here is our Star Spirit Lodge, which celebrates our Indigenous and Aboriginal culture and practices. Super fun class. It's also down this hallway. You learn like super...
Go on. Come on. Hey.
Here is our gym.
Our gym is home to many sports, including cross country, golf, volleyball, cheer, flag football, hockey academy, basketball, curling, esports, badminton, rugby, track and field.
After exploring all of these programs, like CTS options, extracurriculars, and sports, it's really clear that school just isn't about sitting in a classroom. It's about connecting with your peers, building your social skills, and finding something you're passionate about.
Yeah, whether you're into trades, technology, art, or leadership, there is a place here for you at MCHS. School can be much more rewarding than you think if you just get involved.
Wow, there really is more to MCHS.
Welcome back. Here with all your recent sports updates and the NHL, NBA, and MLB is MCTV's very own sports expert, Kara Suvan.
Thank you, Liz. In the NHL, the Calgary Flames lost to Detroit 5-2, New Jersey beat Boston 4-3 in overtime, LA knocked out the Rangers 4-1, Utah doubled Dallas 6-3, and lastly, Pittsburgh threw out Colorado by winning 7-2. In the NBA, Atlanta beat Orlando 124-112. Phoenix lost to Boston, also 112-120. New Orleans beat Dallas 129-111. Memphis lost badly to Chicago 132-107. And Los Angeles beat Houston 100-92. In the MLB, Toronto beat Florida 5-4. Atlanta threw Tampa Bay out with a score of 11-2. Pittsburgh lost to Minnesota 5-1. Milwaukee won with a huge lead against Los Angeles with 24-9, and Philadelphia lost to Detroit 13-6. Coming up next, Thunder Volleyball is an under-14 girls club based in St. Albert. The Thunder play other U14 clubs from the Edmonton area and beyond. Reporter Brenna Weppler chatted with the players and coach to see how the season has unfolded and how they think they will do in premieres early next month.
In U14 Thunder, I interviewed my team and asked each position what the hardest part of their role was in volleyball.
I think that left side hitting I think it's easy, but you have to be good at it. Like, you have to take your time and practice it really well if you want to succeed in being a left side player.
It can be quite obvious where the setter could dump the ball or set a middle or a power.
I think the hardest thing about being the setter is always being a leader on the court. Even if you're having an off day, you always have to be loud and cheer on.
Besides knowing about their positions, being on this team is hard, especially being on the highest team in U14 Thunder Club.
Definitely having to prove myself because we are on the gold team, and having the expectation that we are one of the highest teams.
The most challenging thing about being on this team is probably handling all my homework, being on this team, and being on my school team.
I think the most difficult part about being on this team is about how I have two different sports to do. So I have gymnastics on some days and then volleyball on some days. And it's also the weight of being on a gold team.
The head coach of Gold told me how he thinks we will succeed in provincials.
I think if the team comes together and if the team passes well, we're going to do very well in the premieres, but we won't know until we get to the first one.
Now that we've listened to the athletes, it's clear how hardworking and dedicated they are every practice. The U14 Thunder Gold team is sure to have a successful and fun season. This is Brenna Weppler reporting for MCTV News.
More on our lovely school, Rylan Meade brings us a report on the Enterprise and Innovation class, giving us an exclusive inside look on the demands of this course. Over to you, Rylan.
Inside of Meade 11 MCHS, students can take Enterprise and Innovation. In this course, students will create and run their very own business.
In Enterprise and Innovation, or E&I for short, students are in the MCHS Media Lab. Students first learn how businesses work and how they are run.
This course prepares you how to be an entrepreneur and business owner. So it allows students who have an interest in business and interest in creating their own designs, their own apparel, their own whatever it might be, and taking it from there.
In E&I, students can create their very own designs for shirts and other apparel.
In this class, we initially start off by understanding the basics of branding and marketing. And after we've done that, we start by rebranding poor design choices, and then we also start to build our own business from the ground up with branding and then production.
E&I can help students after high school and if they want a business degree.
It's a pretty fun course. Do a lot
fun stuff with the computers, and we're actually going to make a t-shirt selling business too. So that'll be fun.
So the stock market is you buy small pieces of a pie, essentially, but the pie is a big company that goes public. So they get the money from you buying it, but whenever they do good, you get part of it.
E&I is perfect course for students who want the business degree. E&I gives you the basics on how businesses run and how to run them. E&I is perfect course for stock market games and stuff like that. This is Ron and Meade from MCTV reporting.
Welcome back. This year, things are changing around MCHS. During the beginning of the second semester, the MCHS admin team introduced new regulations regarding writing missed quizzes, tests, and assignments. Here to give us insight regarding this new regulation and the modifications students can expect to see is MCHS's librarian, Matthew Pohl. Hi, thanks so much for coming and joining me today.
Oh, great to be here.
Yay! Okay, so regarding this new regulation, what led to this change kind of being orchestrated?
Well, I started at MCHS about 4 years ago, and we've been doing the same thing for over 4 or 5 years. So we got to switch things up. So to do that, we need to get different staff members involved with this process because it was just me in the past. So now we're getting different staff members, and it's been moved to a different room.
Okay, yeah, so the library is no longer used for writing purposes anymore, and it's not just you who's felicitating and administrating and watching over the students then?
Yeah, just in case, because it's been moved to the Star Spirit Lodge.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, room 112. But say if there's overflow or too many people in there, they can come down to the library. But generally, yeah, go to the Star Spirit Lodge first.
Awesome. Okay. So are students seeing these new regulations in place right now, or are there more to come, or is it just all students go to Star Spirit Lodge?
Yeah, it's been about 3 weeks of us doing it that way. And yeah, they're seeing like a different environment. It's a little less people coming in and out. And a big problem for a lot of people was people walking back and forth in the library, go sit in the back and different things like that. There's lots more going on in the library.
Okay.
So for now, we're looking at the Star Spirit Lodge being a more quiet place for write tests.
Wow, I love that. Okay. So when are students expected to write these quizzes? Like I know some students use their spares or they would come in during lunch. Some teachers allowed during class time. Are those options still available, or are there only certain times when students are allowed to write quizzes now that we're implementing the Star Spirit Lodge as the new designated writing room?
It's still the same time periods.
Okay.
Preferred at lunch, so you don't miss any class time,
Yeah.
especially with options like cosmetology. It's preferred you go to those classes and not miss them. Or during, if you have a spare, that would probably be the best time because it gets quite busy at lunchtime there as well.
Yeah.
But it's still open every block and during the lunch.
Oh, okay, awesome. Okay, so how is the staff like directly affected by this change? Like I know you mentioned that it's not just you who's watching the students write the exams now. Which other staff members and how are they affected by the new regulation?
I think the teachers, for some now, that's moved to the other side of the building. So I think the teachers on the north side of the building are happy because it's closer for them, whereas the teachers that are close to the library probably aren't happy because they got to go all the way to the other side of the school.
Yeah.
So that's one. It's still the same thing with students being able to ask their teacher a question. And a nice part of being in the new room now, usually there's a principal in there or a teacher, so they can be more easily helped out. So it takes a little quicker time to get help. So I think the students are enjoying it from what I've heard.
Oh, okay, so you've seen a lot of like positive reactions from students and staff about this new regulation then?
Yeah, so far.
Awesome, okay. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. I loved learning about this with you.
Thanks, Elizabeth.
This past fall, Morinville welcomed a new business. Off the Mat Virtual Golf is a year-round indoor golf simulator offering citizens in Morinville an activity that is fun, engaging, and community-focused, providing a place for family and friends of all ages to gather and be active in a safe and exciting environment, welcoming golfers of all skill levels to practice, learn, hang out, or even compete. Reporter Weston Stevenson takes us off the court and straight to the mat.
In Morinville, in between the Morinville Fire Station and the Morinville Sobeys, is one of Morinville's newest and most experimental businesses, the Off the Mat Virtual Golf Course. At the Off the Mat Virtual Golf Course, there's many different lanes with various stages all shared together for people to try. They're designed for golfers of various skill and experience. As well, the customers here all share different ranges of their skill and years they've been golfing, including the owner, who has some experience for himself.
I've been golfing off and on since kind of teen years, really got into it in the last few years, took a liking to it, really ran with it, fell in love with the sport.
I started when I was 11, so I guess 45 years ago. I enjoy the challenge. You're not really playing against anybody but yourself.
I've been golfing since I was 14 years old, so 8 years now. I love golf because I worked on a golf course my whole life, so throughout the summer I'm pretty much at a golf course 16 hours a day.
The owner and the customers all share different reasons on why people should try the virtual golf experience.
A great place to go, especially this one here in Morinville. It's a good spot for the families, so if you want to start out golf, this is a great spot, kind of secluded and able to kind of do your thing and learn.
Well, if you're a golfer, it's kind of a no-brainer. It's an excuse to hang out with your golf buddies and drink the same way you do. Yeah, it's a good outlet. It's a good break from kind of the gloomy winter.
There's really no pressure golf. You can have your own spot, swing away, anything from a driving range to distance challenges. You can golf courses from all over the world, locally as well. If you want to work on your skills, we're paired up with some of the pros from Cardiff here as well to get you fine-tuned or right from beginners and on.
The Off the Mat virtual golf experience seems like a great time for people to enjoy with their friends or hone their golfing skills for the summer so they can try to exceed their previous years. For MCTV, this is Weston Stevenson.
And that's it for another episode of MCTV News. Stay tuned for our next episode, where you can expect to see reports on MCHS's newly introduced hockey academy, an office parody based on the MCTV studio, a reveal of MCHS's Star Spirit Lodge, curling provincials, and insight into local second-hand animal rescue center, as well as your weekly weather update and sports recap.
You know what's funnier than 24?
25. But do you know what's funnier than season 31? Season 32!
Oh, I am so excited for the 32nd season of MCTV. Oh, I missed this class. Oh,
right?
Favorite part of school year.
From all of us at MCTV News, I'm Suvan.
And I'm Liz Nelson. Thanks for stopping by. Stay classy, Morinville.